From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Monday morning. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. You can download it for free today on the App Store or on Google Play. It's a beautiful sunrise for this morning. Do have some clouds overhead, and it's going to end up being a mostly cloudy day. Also, a few showers going to be possible for this morning. It is a bit breezy this morning. We've been seeing some of our weather cams shaking in the winds, and so these winds going to be kind of persistent throughout the day and throughout the evening. The strongest gusts going to be in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those gusts around 40 miles per hour. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades, 40s and 50s in the Blues. Your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations, like I mentioned, a little chance of some showers this morning in the basin. Also could perhaps have a shower or two in the foothills. But otherwise, I think the big thing for today, other than the wind, is going to be just how cool it's going to be. About 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Here's the bottom line for the forecast. Like I mentioned, a little chance of a shower today in the basin and foothills. Our next chance, much more substantial round of showers and thunderstorms is going to be on Wednesday and Thursday. And like I just said, cooler than normal throughout much of the week, but trending hotter into the weekend. I'll tell you just how hot coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the Osprey Point project, which has been set to have a groundbreaking earlier this year, might not have that groundbreaking until almost the end of the year. We have what's causing the delays.
And a heads up for drivers in Pasco, you'll have to deal with traffic on Broadmoor and Sandifer a little longer. We have just for how long and why coming up.
And the August primary election, one day away, and there is a hot race in Benton County for Kennewick City Council. We have the details on Good Morning Northwest and hear from the three in the race coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeLal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Monday, August 4th, and we start with a follow-up this morning. A big project which is set to get underway. It's the Osprey Point project. It's going to be a mixed-use center in Pasco for businesses, restaurants, and it was supposed to break ground earlier this year, but now we're learning this groundbreaking might not happen until closer to the end of the year.
And it's a project that's taken years of planning. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz has more on what exactly is holding up the project and also how officials plan to speed up the process.
I'm standing on 55 acres of open land in Pasco, which is soon to be home to the Osprey Point project. Planning for the project began before the pandemic, when JMS Construction proposed buying and developing the land to the Port of Pasco, the owner of the 55-acre property. After going through several designs, JMS landed on one that will build condos, high-rises, and hotels, including space for restaurants, businesses, and underground parking. JMS Construction owner James Sexton says the project also aims to build an upgraded waterfront and an indoor market.
Our overall plan is to hopefully have that people can live here, can work here, can play here, exercise, all that kind of stuff.
After delays caused by the pandemic, Sexton says he hoped to speed up the process. But in doing so, he says that he jumped over a couple critical steps in his agreement with the Port of Pasco, which caused a setback. The Port of Pasco says that JMS still has two key items to complete before it can push the project forward.
Where we're at right now is there's a critical step where permitting needs to come through, where the applicant, JMS, has to go through the city to basically get permission to lay utilities and make sure that the traffic plan is in line with what the city allows.
Sexton says he has set up meetings with the city of Pasco in the upcoming weeks to take care of those two steps. Once those tasks are complete, JMS can submit its paperwork to break ground for the project and start buying more of the land, something Sexton hopes can be achieved in the next month.
But in all reality, we're probably 3 weeks away from from having the permission to break ground. Purchasing, sell takes a little bit of time.
The Port of Pasco says that after construction is up and running, it will take about 8 to 10 years to complete the project. Reporting from Pasco, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Caleb. Now, if approved, construction for the project will be done in phases after each part of the land is purchased.
Yeah, it's a project, of course, we'll keep you updated on. And for previous coverage on the project, you can head to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. All right, staying in Pasco at 6:04. Drivers, listen up. Road construction along Broadmoor Boulevard and Sandifer Parkway is going to last a little longer than expected. Now, crews have been installing concrete islands to serve as road dividers. They started this project July 7th. It's all a part of a broader effort to improve traffic flow and safety in the growing Broadmoor area. So the project was supposed to wrap up last Thursday, but city officials and contractors say more work still needs to be done.
So people have been really gracious and really careful around our crews so far, and we appreciate that so much. We're asking people to continue being patient with us for a little bit longer.
Now, the lane closures are expected to stay in place until August 23rd, but they do say that date could change depending on progress. So it could be a little less or maybe a little more than that.
In crime news out of Hermiston, an arrest is made after a multi-agency operation. The Umatilla County Sheriff's Office served a search warrant. It all happened Friday morning off Bridge Road, and officials say loud bangs could be heard in the area and were the result of less lethal deployments by a specially trained tactical team. They say no lethal shots on rounds were used and no one was hurt, and we are working now to learn who the suspect is and what charges they may face. Now, the August primary election is tomorrow, and one hot race we're keeping an eye on is in Benton County.
Yeah, it's for the Kennewick City Council position 3, and there's 3 candidates running. John Trumbo is running for re-election, and running up against him this year is Douglas Perez and Warren Hughes, both local business owners and Kennewick residents. Our team got to speak with them and ask them why they believe voters should vote for them.
I have a lot of experience inside City Hall. I know the players. I know how things are done.
I think I'm a candidate that will be here for some time, and I think I bring a lot of value in regards for construction development, as well as knowing where the city is growing.
If they're satisfied with what the status quo is, then they should absolutely vote for John. And if they want something different, if they're not satisfied with how Kennewick has been paying attention to the 3rd Ward, then I'm offering something different.
And a reminder, the last day to make your vote count through a ballot drop box is tomorrow. That's August 5th at 8 p.m. Also, only the top 2 candidates will advance to the general election, and the other will be out of the race. All right, keep it here, because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, there are growing concerns about a recession, and new tariffs are still set to take effect. And the latest developments on the U.S. economy coming up in your national news.
We're giving you a live look outside this morning from our Apple Valley studios here in Kennewick. It is 6:07 on this Monday. What can we expect for the week? Well, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your first alert forecast when we come back.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with over $2,500 in annual value, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope. You don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's tooth fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Summer is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today in Kennewick or West Richland.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. And with 8 times points on Chase Travel, now own the card that rewards you for it. Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. For today, we'll have a little chance of a shower in the Tri-Cities. Also for the foothills, the much better chances of thunderstorms are going to be in the Blue Mountains. About 40% chances in the Blues and about 10 to 20% chances of just regular old rainfall for the basin and for the foothills. High temperatures still going to be much cooler than normal for this time of the year, about 10 degrees cooler than normal, so low to mid 80s for our lower elevations. Then for tonight, maybe a few leftover sprinkles in the Blues. The skies are going to begin to clear out. And like I mentioned, just low end chances of sprinkles, if that, in the Blues and up in the Palouse, about 10% chances. The rest of us should be dry. Overnight lows down into the 50s for lower elevations, 40s and 50s for the Cascades and the Blues. Now let's kind of talk about the lay of the land with Futurecast satellite and radar. So the chances for showers and thunderstorms today being driven by this spinning red L right here. This is low pressure. Low pressure around this time of the year means more active weather. Showers, thunderstorms, but that's going to scoot away for Tuesday. So that's going to be a little bit of a reprieve. We're thinking we'll be mostly dry for Tuesday. But you see that next storm system impending for Wednesday and Thursday. And that's what's going to kick off some additional chances for showers and thunderstorms. So I'll show you some of those chances. Also, I'll time out the chances for showers and thunderstorms for today with Futurecast, and I'll tell you when we're going to heat things back up. So lots to talk about coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In your national headlines this morning, we're taking a look at the growing concerns about a recession.
Yeah, that's on top of some new tariffs about to take effect. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
This morning, a top economist warns the U.S. is on the precipice of a recession with consumer spending flatlining. This after a troubling jobs report. The unemployment rate rising to 4.2% in July, with the economy adding only 73,000 jobs. The Bureau of Labor Statistics also revising the job numbers for May and June, saying there were 258,000 fewer jobs created than previously thought. On Friday, President Trump abruptly fired the nonpartisan head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Erica McIntyre, claiming without providing evidence that the weaker-than-expected jobs report was manipulated.
I think her numbers were wrong, just like I thought her numbers were wrong before the election.
The president also claiming McIntyre previously inflated the job numbers to help then Vice President Harris before the 2024 election.
And then, right after the election, they announced that those numbers were wrong. It's a scam, in my opinion.
Critics claiming it's not possible that the data was manipulated.
This is a preposterous charge. These numbers are put together by teams of literally hundreds of people following detailed procedures.
The jobs report comes as consumers brace for new tariffs set to take effect this week. The prices of some everyday goods, including coffee, fruits, vegetables, and medicine, all expected to rise. Clothing and shoes expected to go up too.
The tariffs are definitely a little scary, so I'm trying to get everything ahead of time.
A recent report shows the tariffs implemented by President Trump are the highest in nearly a century and will cost the average family about $2,400 this year. But the administration says the tariffs will reshape global trade, boost American manufacturing long-term, and return billions of dollars to the U.S. Treasury. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
As for the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the administration says it will announce a new commissioner in the next few days.
Of course, it's something we'll keep you updated on when that new commissioner is announced.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbreth will be back and has how your weather is looking. It's all coming up in his First Alert weather forecast after the break.
It's summer event time.
Bronco and Bronco Sport make every adventure more epic.
Because they come with GOAT modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
Lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $299 a month for 36. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Sundown M Ranch promotes patient-centered integrated care that focuses on the mind, body, and spirit. At Sundown M Ranch, the patient is the reason we are here. We take pride in our reputation of assisting individuals and family members through a difficult process with compassion, respect, and confidentiality.
Sundown M Ranch saved my life.
Last month, I celebrated 31 years of sobriety.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
For over 4 decades, the art of fine catering has been perfected by CG Catering in Kennewick. Well known for their luxurious bites, lavish delights, and precision in every portion, CG Catering will grace any event from groups of 10 to 3,000. Meticulous menus with seamless service for all occasions is their tradition. From remote locations to their local event center, repeat clients provide ongoing rave reviews as a testament to the unforgettable memories they have inspired. Call CG Catering for your next celebration.
Get ready to party with Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos. We're turning 6, and the celebration is happening on August 20th from 11 to 3 p.m. Swing by for a day packed with amazing live piano music, lively mini performances, and a whole lot of fun. We've got giveaways, awesome anniversary discounts, and outdoor games, perfect for the whole family. Bring your love of music for a joyful community celebration you won't want to miss. Let's make some noise and celebrate Dickerson's Tri-City Piano's 6 fantastic years of pianos and music together.
It's summer event time, Sam. Great time to buy.
A Ford F-Series truck.
Take your pick. Gas, all-electric, hybrid, and diesel.
Lease a 2025 F-150 STX Super Crew for $349 a month for $36, only at your local Ford dealer.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Drones, cheap food, and Dust Devil Spaceball. It all happens Friday, August 15th, and you can win a family 4-pack of tickets. Enter now on our mobile app or on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Baseball, food specials, and an awesome drone show. See you there.
Benton City to Richland on the Yakima River. Fly the Northwest Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and time out the rest of your Monday with Futurecast. We put this into motion, and by 8 this morning, perhaps a few light showers in the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains. Maybe some of that getting into the basin by the late morning, but Futurecast not too high on that idea. Then into the afternoon, this is going to be our best time frame to see thunderstorms in the Blues. By 8 p.m., looks like most of that's going to be off the map, and we should keep it dry as we head into Tuesday. Your vegetation dryness forecast for today, you see an elevated level of dryness for most of us, especially in the Blue Mountains where we have that chance for lightning, so we're not too concerned about the potential for lightning fires for today. Wind gusts for today and tonight going to be gusty across the map, except for portions of the Blues. The strongest wind gusts going to be in the Kittitas Valley, especially around the peak of daytime heating. Then for tomorrow and for tomorrow night, once again, pretty gusty across the map. This time maybe a tick weaker as the peak gust. The strongest gust going to be in the Kittitas Valley, but only around 30 miles per hour this time. Like I mentioned, keeping it dry for Tuesday, then for Wednesday, thunderstorms are becoming likely once again in the Cascades, about 20 to 30% chances in the valleys. And then for the rest of us, very low in chances of just rainfall. Vegetation dryness still just elevated. And remember, we more so get concerned about this when it's critically dry or significantly dry with lightning in the forecast. That's just not going to be the case for Wednesday. Then for Thursday, much more widespread chances for showers and thunderstorms. The best chances of thunderstorms going to be in the Blues, the Blue Foothills, and in the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin. But once again, we're not going to really max things out in terms of vegetation dryness, so not too concerned about lightning fires for Thursday as well. The potential is not going to be 0, but it's not going to be as high as it was for last week. Friday and beyond looking drier. Also, we are looking hotter, keeping it cooler than normal through Friday, but then more seasonal stuff for Saturday and Sunday. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small shower chances Monday and Thursday, staying relatively cool for early August until we heat it up this weekend. In Yakima, dry for Monday and Tuesday, but low in shower and thunderstorm chances for Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, also tracking some more unsettled weather for the middle and end of the week, then hotter and drier into the weekend. In Hermiston, mid-80s through Friday with a little chance of a shower on Thursday, back into the 90s by Saturday and Sunday. Finally, for Walla Walla, a chance of a shower or two today, maybe the potential for a thunderstorm on Thursday, then hotter and drier for the weekend.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, you may have seen or heard the controversy on the latest American Eagle ad and actress Sydney Sweeney. We have the recap on the back and forth coming up in your entertainment news.
Starting at $4.49, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $4.49. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. Get so much more. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
During the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary. Find high-end sofas at unbelievable prices and laid-back sectionals with modern lines. Contemporary counter-height dining to versatile minimalist functionality. Affordable beds in planked chestnut and timeless warm brown elegance. Buy one, get 50% off the second with our Denver mattress lineup, or score 60 months, no interest. The back-to-school sale on now at Furniture Row.
The legendary Bigfoot is still hiding. He's real and so are the prizes in the $120,000 Bigfoot Bounty at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Hunt down your share and spin for cash, free play, or the Bigfoot Bounty Progressive that increases with each spin until it's won every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then on August 30th, one of 3 lucky winners takes home a new Rain travel trailer. Come claim your share of the bounty. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Starting at $4.49, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $4.49. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. Get so much more. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
All right, 6:22. Welcome back in your entertainment news this morning. You may have heard or seen the controversy surrounding the American Eagle ad and actress Sydney Sweeney.
Now, it's not something that's exactly new to the fashion world to push buttons in order to sell, that is.
CNN's Elizabeth Wagmeister is explaining what all the fuss is about.
Sydney Sweeney, Casper Keynes.
One of Gen Z's biggest celebrities starring in an American Eagle campaign. Now at the center of a culture wars firestorm.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color.
With critics saying the ad promotes the discredited theory of eugenics.
A woman of color would not have been hired for this advertisement. That is a purposeful act. Why? Because eugenics is deeply tied to the notion that some races are better than others. But yet, Sydney Sweeney's ad is really speaking to this political moment.
The ad has remained in the headlines for a full week, now spawning seamlessly endless parodies.
Genes are passed down.
Personality and even eye color. Countless puns.
Hitler did briefly model for Mein Comfort Fit jeans.
And even support from the Trump administration.
My political advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. that appears to be their actual strategy.
The internet blowing up yet again at the intersection of pop culture and politics, with heated responses from both sides to the ad and the controversy.
My jeans are blue.
American Eagle announced the campaign more than a week ago, saying Sweeney's girl next door charm and her ability to not take herself too seriously makes the ad both bold and playful, and pushing, it seems, all the right and the left's buttons. The company responded on Friday, defending the campaign, saying it is and always was about the jeans, and that great jeans look good on everyone. Sweeney so far has not weighed in.
But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
The ad dangling bait that ultimately netted American Eagle a very big catch.
This is the modern formula for outrage marketing. You spark debate, you drive engagement, you ride the wave. And then when the dust settles, American Eagle gets the clicks, the coverage, and also the cash.
You see what I did there, right?
Elizabeth Wagmeister, CNN, Los Angeles.
You know, at the end of the day, who's making money? Them.
Well, exactly.
You know?
Everyone's talking about it. It's, you know, like we were saying, it's not the first time an ad has created some sort of something.
Exactly.
Dunkin' Donuts is doing it now too. I mean,
yeah, I heard about that. So
yeah. It's an ad.
It's an ad. I don't see a problem.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know. I just, like, everyone just needs to just.
I do like the parodies. I love meme culture, so I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Doing the voiceover. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree for sure. But yeah, it's got people talking.
Definitely.
Except Josh, he went mute.
He was talking a lot during the story, but now.
I'm paid to talk, by the way.
All right, so much for ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A college shifting gears to help fill a growing need for truck drivers. We have where this is happening and so much more coming up in your top stories in our 6:30 half hour.
During the back-to-school sale at Furniture Row, every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. So outfitting your off-campus studio or secluded study nook is elementary, or get 60 months no interest. The back-to-school sale on now at Furniture Row.
For decades, CG Public House has been known for fresh, chef-inspired meals and seasonal specialty menus. When the weather's right, enjoy patio dining with dog-friendly amenities that make everyone feel welcome. Pair your favorite dishes with handcrafted cocktails and premium local wines for the perfect dining experience. Don't miss the Pendleton Beef Prime Rib, served every Friday and Saturday. And be sure to finish with a slice of our famous homemade pie. Join us to make CG Public House your favorite dine-out.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Stay busy this summer with the City of Pasco. Enjoy open swim at Memorial Aquatic Park from 1 to 5:45 p.m. every day, with lap swim weekdays at noon, or sign up for swim lessons throughout the summer. Join the all-ages Beat the Heat Run Walk Club on Wednesday mornings to earn entries for an end-of-summer prize drawing. Check out free, family-friendly movies and music at Pasco Parks, plus many more activities and events, all listed online at pascoparksandrec.com.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano.
Setting Setting up your star student for success is simple during the back-to-school sale at Denver Mattress. Buy any Denver Mattress brand mattress and get a second half off. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The back-to-school sale, only at Denver Mattress.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us, joining us here on this Monday for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
Oops, just kidding. I put this up. I put an L up. Because
we just hope it gets better for you.
And it will.
You would need 2 additional hands because it's been 3 losses in a row now. So not my
Triple
best.
loser.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you got 60 days in a row once. Was it 60?
It was 60.
See?
It was 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
win some,
kids,
you
when
lose
you're on a
some.
hot streak, you're on a heater. I don't know. I'm on a cooler, a freezer.
The mighty
you know?
must fall too.
Yes. Let's take a look at Friday. Went with a forecast high of 93 in Pasco Tri-Cities. Safe to say, didn't verify. So the jackpot stays at 0. So for today, going with.
Did you just fat finger it maybe? Did you mean?
No,
I put it in
meant
the 83, not 93?
Listen, sometimes we say things with our chest and we're still wrong. So for today, going with a forecast high of 85 in Pasco Tri-Cities. If it verifies between 82 to 88, jackpot's going to go up to $25. If that doesn't happen, well, no one's still going to win anything because the jackpot's still at 0. But find out how to win future jackpots by going to applevalleynews.com, clicking on the contest page. You can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Okay, now what's on your screen is a live, beautiful look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. And you see the camera shaking a little bit this morning. It is going to be a breezy day out there. Some clouds in the sky this morning in the Yakima Valley, but we're thinking the most sunny location within the region for today is going to be in the valleys. Winds picking up across the region. They're going to be pretty persistent and consistent throughout the day and for tonight. 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades, and 40s and 50s in the Blues. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities. Little chances of showers mainly before lunchtime. After that, we should be dry, but sky's going to stay mostly cloudy, although into the late afternoon or early evening, that's when maybe the sunshine could start to win out. So for today, these highs still going to be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That means low to mid 80s for most of us. I'll take you on that zone by zone tour of today's cooler forecast. It's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thanks so much. We start this half hour of news in Walla Walla, where a college there is shifting gears, trying to help fill a growing need for truck drivers.
Walla Walla Community College is expanding its commercial driving program by partnering with area high schools. So the college is working with districts like Connell, Kiona-Benton, and others to bring CDL training to high school students. The goal is to give students hands-on experience and a direct path into the workforce after graduation. Instructors say this kind of early exposure is making a big difference.
Just a great thing. An 18-year-old that can go out right after high school and start making, $25 an hour right after CDL training is a pretty big deal.
So program officials say they are always looking for ways to grow the program, especially among students. 6:33 and taking you to Yakima, where over 120 homes are being connected to city water and sewer, all free of charge to residents. The city's grant-funded project targets underserved areas in northeast and south central Yakima, where utility service isn't available. Phase 1 is now underway, installing pipelines along the street. Phase 2 will then connect homes directly to that, and that should start in about 2026. And then the city says replacing old wells and septic systems will improve water quality and protect public health. Construction is expected to finish up late 2026.
Now in environment news, a new federal disaster designation could be a lifeline for farmers in southeast Washington.
Apple Valley Now's Dan Hansen explains, with drought conditions stretching into another year, irrigation is helping some producers stay ahead while others look for federal help.
Drought has been a constant companion for farmers in southeast Washington, but a new USDA disaster declaration, which is triggered when drought designations hit a certain level, is opening the door to emergency loans, giving producers a chance to rebuild and recover.
Asotin, Garfield, and Whitman. And then the contiguous ones are any that share a border with those three, including Franklin County, even though it only shares a little bit of the border. So for those ones, this type of disaster declaration opens up emergency loans.
But for farmers who have access to irrigation, the outlook is a little different. It's not a perfect solution, but it's buying time in a tough season.
Between the river system and the Columbia Basin Irrigation Project, we are blessed to have irrigation, which we can grow anything we want. The area that doesn't have irrigation and with this drought declaration, for sure, they're going to be really hurting.
The USDA says farmers should apply as soon as possible. The deadline is March 26th, and for those without irrigation, these loans could be a critical tool to weather future seasons. The emergency credit can also help farmers restructure their operations to better handle the drought in the future, including looking into new water management strategies. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Dan. And farmers can apply for the USDA emergency loans through their local Farm Service Agency office. All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, it is back to school time, and we have how you can save money on school supplies for your kids. All the details in just a few minutes.
But first, giving you that live look outside this morning from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point, overlooking the beautiful Columbia River and Howard Amon Park. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will have your first alert forecast, what you can expect as we start the week.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Good news, you still get to eat. Join us August 7th, 8th, and 9th at Moxie City Park for the Moxie Hop Festival. 3 magical days of awesome food, local vendors, a legendary 21-plus beer garden, live music, kids games, the Saturday pancake breakfast, fun run, and of course, the famous parade at 10 a.m. Bring your friends and family to celebrate community pride all weekend long. It's not just fun, it's Moxie magic at this year's Moxie Hop Festival. Visit evcea.org.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time.
Best deals of the year.
My favorite season of the year.
Why?
Is it the flowers, honeybees?
Mud. See, Bronco and Bronco Sport make every adventure more epic.
Because they come with GOAT modes. Goes over any type of terrain. Like
mud.
They sure do like mud.
Lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
SDCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, click on Volunteers Count under the Contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
Nope. And you get the latest phones. High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Fly over the Yakima River from Benton City to the Columbia.
Well, I think it's great having this in our backyard. It's nice having things that are kind of a bit closer to home and easier to get to.
It's the Tapteel Greenway on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, Christopher Jackson from And Just Like That and Jackie Tone.
Still reeling from all the high fives I just unexpectedly did.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at Richland. This view coming courtesy of our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Seeing some sunshine making it down to the ground for this morning. It's going to end up being a mostly cloudy day. A little chance of some showers for this morning, but after lunchtime looks like we'll keep it pretty dry. Okay, here's your zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. Highs today across the map going to be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for early August. That means mid-60s up towards the pass. Low 80s in the Kittitas Valley. Will be windy for today with gusts between 20 to 35 miles per hour. The strongest gust going to be in the Kittitas Valley. Then in the Yakima Valley, mid-80s pretty consistently up and down the valley. Plenty of sunshine here, plenty of sunshine in the Kittitas Valley as well. These gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, partly to mostly cloudy, highs for the most part in the mid-80s, and breezy here with gusts between 20 to 30 miles per hour. In the Blue Foothills, we're going to be around 80 for the Morrow County foothills, low to mid-80s for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties, then 60s and 70s for the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. And again, our best chances of showers today are going to be about 10 to 20% in the basin and the foothills, but about a 40% chance of thunderstorms in the Blue Mountains. So I'll talk about the fire potential. Also, I'll talk about another round of showers and thunderstorms as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. All right, parents, believe it or not, it's time to start thinking about back-to-school shopping.
Believe it. There's always challenges, though, with getting your kids ready for the school year, how to do it, how do you get all the supplies, how do you stay under budget? Well, ABC's Melissa Don has some money-saving tips.
As summer vacation turns the corner, soon classrooms will be filled with students, and now is the time for back-to-school shopping. Although consumers may be concerned about higher prices this year, shopping expert and mom Trey Bodge says having a good strategy can help you save.
First of all, take inventory, and it seems so obvious, but so many parents that I talk to don't do this. Go through the backpack, see if there are supplies that can be reused, maybe give the backpack a good wash, have the kids try on all their clothes. You just have to make it fun for them, have them give you a fashion show, and then really get a sense of what they need.
Back-to-school sales are underway with deals at retailers like Target, Walmart, and Amazon.
Instacart has something called Deal Week, which is August 11th through the 17th, where you can get a free lunch essential item every single day. Plus, from the 11th through September 2nd, you can get an exclusive 20% off at certain retailers, including Staples and Container Store.
Shopping secondhand can help save money on new-to-you clothes.
If you've got teens and tweens, they may resist this, but what I would suggest is show them what your budget is, take them to, say, a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, and show them how far that budget can go. It can go a long way if you're buying secondhand, and then maybe you buy a few new things as well.
And if you give your kids some power over their back-to-school shopping, you may be surprised by what smart shoppers they are.
So what I like to do is give them a gift card and let them shop for themselves. When they are shopping with their money versus your money, they will be so much more careful.
Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, keep it here because coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh will be back with your full First Alert weather forecast. That'll be in just a few minutes right after the break.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Hold on time. Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days is back August 27th through the 31st. And the rodeo is coming in hotter than ever. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Get ready for the heart-pounding action, fearless cowboys and cowgirls, and edge-of-your-seat excitement as the biggest rodeo round takes over the fairgrounds. Food, fun, and thrills. Walla Walla's biggest tradition is coming in hotter than ever. Get your tickets now at wallawallafairgrounds.com.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Ready for takeoff!
Because we know your house is more than a home.
Whoa!
It's where their dreams take flight.
Hey, Dad!
And when you feel protected, your family can dream fearlessly.
How's it going, Captain? A-OK.
Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Benton City to Richland on the Yakima River. Fly the Northwest Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and time out the rest of the day with Futurecast. We put this into motion by 8 this morning. Maybe a few sprinkles in the Blue Mountains and the Blue Foothills. Futurecast not too high on the idea of any of this making it down into the lower Columbia Basin. I think there's probably about a 10% chance of that happening. And then at the peak of daytime heating, this is when we're going to see the best opportunity of thunderstorms in the Blue Mountains. And then into the late evening, that's going to drop off the map. And we should keep it dry, and we'll continue to keep it dry for Tuesday. But for today, anytime there's lightning in the forecast, we want to take a look at our vegetation dryness. And it's just going to be that elevated level for the Blues. So not too concerned about lightning fires for today. Winds for today and tonight, it'll be pretty breezy across the map except for some select locations, but definitely in the Kittitas Valley, pretty windy with gusts up around 40 miles per hour. Then for Tuesday and Tuesday night, the wind's going to go down a hair, but still fairly gusty across the map. Like I just mentioned, Tuesday going to be dry, but Wednesday, this is when thunderstorms are going to become likely again in the Cascades. About 20% chances of thunderstorms in the valleys. For the rest of us, mostly dry. Could be a few 10 to 20% shower chances for the rest of the map. And then the vegetation dryness, especially where we have thunder and lightning in the forecast for Wednesday, just an elevated level of dryness. We get more so concerned when it's critically or significantly dry. Then for Thursday, more widespread potential for showers and thunderstorms, but the best chances for thunderstorms going to be in the Blues, the Blue Foothills, and also in the Cascades in the upper Yakima Basin. Again, an elevated level of dryness for our vegetation, but not critically dry, not significantly dry, so the threat of lightning fires isn't going to be nearly as high as it was for last week, but it's not going to be zero. We're going to turn completely dry from Friday through Sunday. Also high temperatures, although they are cooler than normal through Friday. Back to more seasonal stuff and back into the mid-90s in the Tri-Cities for Saturday and Sunday. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small shower chances Monday and Thursday, staying relatively cool for early August until we heat it up this weekend. In Yakima, dry for Monday and Tuesday, but low wind shower and thunderstorm chances for Wednesday and Thursday. In Ellensburg, also tracking some more unsettled weather for the middle and end of the week. then hotter and drier into the weekend. In Hermiston, mid-80s through Friday with a little chance of a shower on Thursday, back into the 90s by Saturday and Sunday. Finally, for Walla Walla, a chance of a shower or two today, maybe the potential for a thunderstorm on Thursday, then hotter and drier for the weekend. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, hip-hop icons Salt and Peppa have been pushing boundaries for 40 years.
When it's all said and done, what do you want to be said about Salt and Peppa?
The duo, set to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, now entering into a legal battle over the rights to their music.
Baby, take a ride in my coupe. You make me wanna.
When you're an artist, in the beginning, you sign a contract saying that the copyrights will revert back to you after 35 years. And we've done all the things legally to get our copyrights back, but they're just refusing, so we had to sue them.
Yeah, it's the law.
Yeah.
That's what it really boils down to.
Coming up at 7 a.m., more of Robin's interview with Salt and Peppa. With your GMA First Look, I'm Maria Ananali, ABC News, New York.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year for a predictable routine I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. In Texas, Democratic members of the state house have left town to try and prevent Republicans from rewriting the state's congressional map. Democrats say if redistricting happens, the party could lose 5 U.S. House seats before the midterm elections. Republicans currently hold a razor-thin majority in the House. State GOP members argue that redistricting is necessary, saying the current maps are unconstitutional and racially gerrymandered. Democrats nationwide have threatened to respond if redistricting does happen in Texas.
And in your business news this morning at 6:52, the U.S. government will soon stop sending out paper checks for federal payments, and that includes to Social Security beneficiaries. It's a part of an effort to fully modernize payments, save money, and fight financial fraud. More than 500,000 recipients now need to choose another way to receive their Social Security benefits. They can choose either direct deposit or a prepaid debit card known as Direct Express. This all starts September 30th. If you still need to receive a paper check, you can request a waiver. Some exceptions will be made, such as if you are 90 or older, have a mental impairment, or live in too remote of a location. You can apply for a waiver at the website. You can go directly there to do that. And now the top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning, starting in Pasco, where the Osprey Point project and their groundbreaking may now happen later in the year. The company that designed the project hopes to get approval from the Port of Pasco in the next month. Once they do that, construction can start, and it will be done in phases. And the project itself is expected to take 8 to 10 years to fully complete.
And drivers in Pasco, listen to this. Construction along Broadmoor Boulevard and Sandifer Parkway is going to last longer than expected. Crews were supposed to wrap up last week, but lane closures are now expected to stay in place until August 23rd. Although this could change depending on progress, which we'll keep you updated on.
And the 51st annual Vinteeks Car Show wrapped up yesterday. The event brought in car enthusiasts from all across the region. There were more than 600 classic cars, 2,000 participants, and over 5,000 guests at the state fairgrounds. The show featured cars 50 years and older, all competing for various prizes. Next year's show is already scheduled for the first weekend of August.
And tomorrow is National Night Out. It's the nationwide campaign that aims to build community relationships with law enforcement. Agencies all over the country and right here in our area will be holding events. There will be music, food, games, giveaways, and much more. Richland Police will be at Howard Amon Park from 5 to 7, Kennewick at Southridge Sports and Events Complex also from 5 to 7. Pasco will be at Chiawana Park and West Richland at the Bombing Range Sports Complex, and both of those will be from 5 to 8 p.m.
And the Walla Walla Sheriff's Office is recognizing 2 of its members for their bravery and exceptional judgment. Corporal Diaz and Deputy Hansen receiving letters of commendation and the Sheriff's Star Award. It all stems from their action last week during the Russell Creek fire. Sheriff's Office says they knowingly placed themselves in harm's way to protect the public. All right, 6:54 trending this morning. A family in San Antonio, Texas, had to give up a pet kangaroo because, well, this makes more sense. It was illegally owned.
Sounds about right. So
yeah,
the city's Animal Care Services ordered the kangaroo removed from Carlos Cavazos' home after it scratched Cavazos' 11-year-old son. Okay, it's making more sense as we read more. So Cavazos said his son was trying to feed the animal when the kangaroo had accidentally scratched him.
The boy's mother took her son to a doctor to get checked, and the doctor's office contacted Animal Care Services. Officials then ordered the family to remove the kangaroo from the premises.
San Antonio has strict rules on owning exotic pets. The Cavazos said after the kangaroo went through a 30-day quarantine period, he was able to move the marsupial to a friend's ranch outside of Austin, Texas.
The family says it was upset to give the animal up, saying it was part of their family for several years. I think
I've got questions.
Yeah, once you kind of, scratch your child.
I've got questions.
How did they
Why
get
did they have
yeah.
it to start with? Where did they get that? They've had it for several years. How did that come into play?
And
and if it's illegal,
yeah, you would kind of know that. So. Yeah, lots of questions, but
lots of questions.
And I mean, after what was it, Kangaroo Jack? Kangaroos are strong.
They're strong.
Yeah. So I
They'll
mean,
sucker punch you.
Yeah, they really will, like the movie did.
Yes.
So.
And we've already seen Tiger King. I'd love to see a spin-off Kangaroo King.
That would be really good. Well, we saw the insect in the last hour, the really big flying bug. So I mean, just leave those things in Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good.
That's a continent you do not want to mess around with.
Nope, not the bugs.
Get us out the door with the weather this morning.
Yeah, we're actually tracking some showers and some thunderstorms this morning. They've popped up over the past 15 to 20 minutes in southern Morrow County. You can see quite a few lightning bolts with this. We'll continue to keep tabs on that throughout the rest of the morning. Winds still kind of doing their thing, gusty across the map. The gustiest locations, Hermiston and Ellensburg, and these are going to be pretty persistent throughout the day. Right now it feels excellent outside, 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades, 40s and 50s. And the Blues a little bit later today, low to mid 80s, so about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Plenty of sunshine in the valleys, less so for the rest of the region, and about a 10 to 20% chance of showers for the Tri-Cities and for Walla Walla. Bottom line for the forecast, again, that slight chance of showers we just talked about. Another round, a better chance of more widespread showers and thunderstorms for Wednesday and Thursday. We keep it cool through Friday, cool for this time of the year, but the heat's going to be back on for this weekend.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll, of course, be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.